Do you have a speed bump that you really hate? Yes, you do. Everybody does. You might be able to do something about this. 20-year-old law student Sean O'Loughlin took Auckland Transport to court and won, with a judge ruling the installation of 3 speed bumps in a raised pedestrian crossing installed on the parade at Little Bucklands Beach was unlawful. The case argued that AT skipped the legal requirements to weigh the impact on drivers before installing the speed bumps. They have been ordered to reconsider the decision and may, if it proves that they didn't properly consider that and that there is a harmful effect, may have to remove these speed bumps. Sean O'Loughlin is a law student and at the desk this morning. Sean, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
It's pretty exciting. I think I put a lot of work in, so it's good to get the result that I wanted in the end.
How much work did you put in?
Well, any time that I wasn't studying, I was pretty much working on this case, so quite a lot of work.
Why did you do it? Why do you care so much about these 3 speed bumps?
I more care about the process that they take in putting them in. That's what I am most concerned about, because you can't really take something to court just because you don't like it. You need to actually have grounds to do it, and I felt that the process that they took was unlawful.
What was the key to your case?
Essentially, Auckland Transport has a requirement to consider whether the speed humps will unduly impede vehicular traffic. That's what it says in the statute, at least. So that's something that they've got to consider, and quite simply, they just didn't consider it. And that's why construction was ruled unlawful.
Do you live in this area?
Yes, I do. I live in a street just connected to the parade.
Do they piss you off?
Well, yeah. I used to drive more on that street, but I kind of just don't really drive on it that much anymore because it used to be a nice drive, but not so much anymore.
So you kind of you're a bit annoyed by them, and you thought, why not make almost a project out of it?
Yeah, that would pretty much characterise it, yeah.
So have you heard from Auckland Transport directly at all over this? Or did you try and contact them initially and go down that route?
Well, the main thing that we did was public consultation, and to me that should be the way that you contact Auckland Transport to have your say. And eventually it showed that the majority were opposed to the speed humps, but eventually they went ahead with building them anyway. So I think that really we shouldn't need to contact Auckland Transport directly. We should just be able to do public consultation and get on with it.
And be heard. Otherwise, what's the point of public consultation?
Exactly.
So, have you had any reaction from your family, from your neighbours, people in the community?
Yeah, it's been pretty funny hearing from family who I maybe haven't spoken with for a long time, just seeing my face on the Herald website in quite a large photo. So that was pretty funny to hear from them about that.
Do the neighbours and the locals in the area, do they want this? Is there anyone who's out there actively campaigning for more speed bumps like that?
Definitely. I won't go into much detail, but there are some conflicted members, I think, of the community when it comes to speed humps, especially if they live right close by where they particularly want them.
Yeah. So what's your advice to people, anyone out there from across the country who hates their speed bumps and wants to do something about it? No point just whinging, which is what I do. What's your advice to them?
Well, the first thing that you'd want to do is maybe try to be reconciliatory, or maybe instead of taking things to court, it can be good to get things sorted outside of it. But ultimately, if you want to take a look and see whether the speed humps were built unlawfully, then you would just need to look at the documentation around what they used in constructing the speed humps, and then weigh that against what their statutory obligations are or what their legal obligations are. If you can take a look at what they're required to do, you can do your own assessment to see whether they've met them. Although I represented myself, I wouldn't recommend it because it requires quite a lot of work. If you really care about your speed humps or getting them removed, then I guess you could seek legal advice.
Were you born a lawyer, or is this a recent thing?
No.